You're right, my opinion is just one opinion that is backed up by thousands of the top childhood development experts in the entire world, along with thousands of studies that have been done since the 1960s, statistically proving that hitting your child has long-term side effects, including psychological trauma, mental development, and even health issues that are brought on by stress. This isn't a topic of debate, it's a fact. Studies have been happening since the 1960s. People used to think it was okay to marry children. People used to think it was okay to beat their spouse. People used to think it was okay to own slaves. All of those things have been justified throughout history. Just because it was popular, that doesn't mean it was right. There are so many free resources out there now to help you better parent your kids. When you know better, you should do better. So it's either lack of education on the subject, lazy parenting, or straight up intentional abuse. It's 2021, there are no more excuses.
3 quick tips to help you be a better parent in the fight against childhood sexual abuse, so your child doesn't turn up, like me, with a mangled nervous system. Tip number 1, secrets are not okay. Surprises are okay, secrets are not. Abuse thrives in secrecy. Tip number 2, teach your children how to say no to adults. They really struggle with this, so they need your help, and obviously you can help them do that in the right way. And tip number 3, body parts. Use the right terms for their body parts and teach them early on about privacy and safe touch. Hope that helps.
So today I had to bring Jessica new clothes to school because she violated dress code. Really? What the hell was she wearing? She was wearing this t-shirt with these shorts. They said she was being a distraction to her teacher and some of the students. And what did you say to them? Because that's not violating dress code or shouldn't be a distraction. I apologized and I said she would be covering up more, and I made her apologize to the teacher. Why is the teacher distracted by what she's wearing unless he's an undercover perv with urges? And for you to tell her to say sorry to him is like telling him, oh, it's okay that you're sexualizing my daughter in your head. That it's not your fault, but it's my daughter's fault for making you feel uncomfortable. You embarrassed her, you didn't have her back, and you made her feel degraded in front of all those people. How the hell you uncomfortable with some damn shoulders and about an inch of kneecap? Well, I have a meeting with the teacher and the principal tomorrow. You want to come? Oh, you damn right I'm coming.
Yeah, no, I don't really do mud.
But you're a garden fairy.
Ironic, isn't it?
What word do you use in place of fuck in front of your kids?
Me? I use the word fuck.
Mom.
Yes, sweetheart?
Mom, it's dress up day in school tomorrow.
Oh, that's so cute. What do you want to dress up as?
I want to dress up as Daddy, Mom.
Oh, why not me? It would be a lot easier because you're a girl.
No, Mom, it's all right. I want to dress up as a boy.
Are you gay?
No, Mom, you're just ugly.
Let's say your son or daughter came up to you and they were like, I'm scared. My question to you is, how would you respond? And the reason why I'm asking is because I'm reading this book called Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child by John Gottman. And in this book, he says that a big mistake that parents do is to try to say, oh, there's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing, you're fine. There's, this was thing like, let's say they were complaining about a monster under their bed. Oh, there's no monsters in your bed. What are you talking about? They said when you do that, you're not acknowledging your child's feelings. And it made me wonder, because that's something I feel like I would tell my child, because I have a daughter now, almost 1.5. So I'm glad I read this, because now I know, don't say that, because if you don't acknowledge their feelings, they learn not to trust their own feelings. So stay tuned for more. Like and follow for more.
Hey. Yep. Okay, remember, there it is, nice. That a girl. Nice. Keep it up, kiddo. Good job, there you go. Just give yourself a hillside turn, there you go. Nice, that a girl. Yeah, there you go. That a girl. Nice jump.
Get back on. Go get your hat. Get back on. Bucked off. Try again.
Any other parents out there ever get in an argument with their child about something that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of life, but you just can't let it go? These are chicken nuggets! Yes, they are!
If you do not stop crying right now, I will give you something to cry about. Okay, what I'm hearing is that you're invalidating my feelings. You're teaching me that I shouldn't trust my emotions and that what I'm feeling is wrong. From now on, I will not only be scared to cry in front of you, but I'll also suppress my emotions, which will result in me becoming a stressed, anxious, and depressed grown-up. I'll be putting added stress on my immune system because I've bottled up my emotions for so long and my body has just stored it all.
Is your child causing a ruckus at the bookstore? Here's an easy tip to wear him out real quick. Where are you going, Grace? So just like... Now just repeat that for 30 to 45 minutes and you should be good.
What if we stop worrying about our kids and we start trusting their instincts? What if instead of thinking they always need shoes and a coat, that we trust that they know their body better than we do? What if instead of sheltering them from dangerous items, we expose them and let them test their own boundaries and develop a healthy respect for things? What if we stop trying to be perfect parents, but we try to be great parents that learn from our mistakes? And what if we stop trying to make life perfect for our kids and instead make ourselves present?
My parents did not teach me to assign value to sex the way a lot of parents do. And I am doing the same thing with my kids because the results are great. What I'm aiming for, like, you can have sex with whoever you want, whenever you want, as much as you do or don't want. And it's morally neutral. There's no value to that. It doesn't make you a more or less valuable human being or potential partner at all. And like the results of that are not what so many people think they are. Like, people will jump to all sorts of assumptions and conclusions about like raising a kid that way that are wildly inaccurate. But it does create like an aggressive sense of like self-value and confidence and unshakable boundaries. So that is what I want for my kids.
Help your child to always maintain and be involved in two distinct and separate friend groups. Something like a friend group at school and then a friend group outside of school, such as church, sports, or clubs. This is because kids are so peer-oriented that even if a friend is abusive, that they will stick with that friend because they are afraid of being alone. By always having two groups of friends, if they have conflict in one group, which you know will happen, they always have another group where they feel they belong. This will help kids to stand up to peer pressure better and also have the strength to be able to end toxic friendships if needed.
If you take care of a child in any way, please watch this video. Of all my videos, please watch this one. You have to teach children the proper names for their private parts. It is a penis and it is a vagina. And the reason why I say this is because when they have to testify, if they have to testify in court, it'll be easier to prosecute that person that allegedly abused them. Now, let me tell you a story that was told to me over 10 years ago, and it really changed my view. A little boy walks into his house up to his mom and says, "Mom, there's this kid in the park and he wants some of my Twinkie." And the mom said, "I've always taught you to share. Go back out and play." Second day, the little boy comes back in and says, "Mom, he wants my Twinkie again." And the mom says, "Why are we having this discussion? I've always taught you to share." Third day, the kid comes back and says, "Mom." The mom just realized what was happening. And it was too late. Teach your children the proper names for their body parts.
We are going to be so late now because of your mucking around. Why can't you just do as you're told? This is all your fault. Okay, well, first of all, I'm a child, which means that my sense of time and the things that are important to me is different to you. The words that you're speaking to me becomes my inner voice as I grow, and I'm really vulnerable right now. I'm being told off and punished regardless if it was my fault or not. It's teaching me that I'm troublesome and disobedient, and it's warping my beliefs and perceptions of myself. Testing boundaries as a kid is natural and healthy for the development of self-control, accountability, self-trust, confidence, and individuality. Do you want your child to be a people pleaser, or do you want them to think for themselves and stand up for what they believe in?
Hey, Dad.
Do you really think I want to talk to you right now?
What are you doing?
Audrey, now's not the time to talk to Daddy. You think I want to talk to you right now?
Dad?
Audrey, go find someone else to talk to. I don't want to see your face.
Dad?
Not now.
Stop it! Ignoring your kid solves nothing. Talk to them. They're gonna listen.
Please don't tell your kids they're smart. You may think that it's actually going to be better for them to tell them they're smart, but it's not. It actually backfires on you. And this is according to Carol Dweck's book, Mindset. And in her studies, and this is something that's actually very powerful because in many studies, the research, it comes over and over. It happens over and over again. The fact that by telling kids they're smart, it actually creates them to want to avoid harder problems. And let me explain why. When you say you're smart, the kids like to have that status. So if you present them with something that's like a tougher looking problem, they're going to be more likely to avoid it because they don't want to feel dumb. Because you create a false dichotomy, meaning there's, the opposite of smart is dumb. But it's not just about smart or dumb. It's about thinking. You want your kids to think. So focus on reinforcing things about thinking. So, good job. I see you put in the effort. I see you're thinking. Versus saying you're smart. Don't say you're smart because it's harmful in the long run.
When a child hits a child, we call it aggression. When a child hits an adult, we call it hostility. When an adult hits an adult, we call it assault. When an adult hits a child, we call it discipline.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm a very non-confrontational person. I hate it. I get flustered. I don't know what to say. It makes me uncomfortable. I'll barely even return an order wrong at a restaurant because I hate it that much. However, that all goes out the window when you fuck with my kids, right? This little twat waffle today at school, my daughter's 10, she's in 5th grade. He decided to call her fat. Fat. It is taking everything in me not to become the FBI agent that I can be and find his mother on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Have a little chat about what her son decided to say to my daughter, who now doesn't even want to eat dinner. Ooh. Swear to God.
Hold on, my mom is here. Let me go get her quick. Do you feel like my parenting style and philosophy closely mirrors the way you parented me?
Yes.
And can you demand respect from children?
No, you can demand compliance.
And is compliance respect?
No, neither is fear. Some people get fear confused with respect.
How do you feel about the way all 3 of your kids turned out?
Excellent.
Weird.
You want? What? I'm talking to you. I got it. What does you want? I want to lay down in your bed and then my baby and I can lay down. I can lay in your bed? Yeah. Let me check. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, so I have my binky. So, I got my binky, Leroy. Do what I do. Leroy, we make it, get this to like it out. Yep. Okay. Can I go to your bed? Thank you, Leroy. Did it help? No, I got the permission. Oh, I forgot my binky. God, I got my binky, Leroy. I got my binky. Leroy, you hit me. Sorry.
Dad, what are you doing?
You didn't clean the room, so I cleaned it. Now you got a pillow and a blanket. Enjoy it. It's 8 o'clock, pantry's locked. Nobody gets in here without my fingerprint. What'd you say? I can't believe these 2 viral videos I've been tagged in this week. I mean, we're treating our kids like prisoners and also creating eating disorders, and the positive comments that are like, yes, great parenting. We are normalizing abuse. Those 2 instances right there are abuse. Parents, do better.
Common phrases used by narcissistic parents designed to control, manipulate, and overstep personal boundaries. Number 1. My house, my rules. This translates to, I will run the show, you can't have personal preferences, boundaries, or wishes, voice your concerns, and you'll be shut down. 2. Don't be ridiculous, I gave you food, water, shelter, and warmth. In other words, and this translates to, I gave you the bare minimum, and I'm going to make you feel bad about it. Number 3. If you don't like it, then leave. This translates to, I don't want to communicate like an adult, and I'd rather have you leave than sort things out. 4. You're imagining things. In other words, I'm going to make you question your version of events, control the narrative, and make you feel crazy.
Oh, damn it. Chris! Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I forgot to grab potatoes at the store, so I gotta go, but the oven's preheating. The chicken needs to go in for about 20 minutes. Check it. If it's not ready, put it in for a few more, okay? Love ya. Put the chicken in the microwave? Wait, what? You'll be fine. Oh my god. Okay, the stove is preheating. How long did she say? 20 hours? I don't know. Here's how to cook breasts. Oh my god! Delete history. I'm gonna set the house on fire. How does one know when the chicken is done? Should I just run away? How'd it go? The chicken is raw and I called 911 for help. Oh my god.
This might be a hot take, and I am ready to fight about it because I'm right. The order in which my care gets dispersed inside our home with the people in our home goes me, I care for myself, my partner, my child. But Rhea, that feels backwards, shouldn't you? No, because if my needs aren't getting met and I'm not feeling cared for, nobody below me on this list is having a good time. And same with Justin. If his needs aren't met and he doesn't feel cared for, nobody is going to have a good time above or below him. Because my needs won't get met if his needs aren't met, and neither of us can meet our daughter's needs if our needs aren't met. I don't feel like it's that hard, but people keep saying things like, my child is the only thing that gives meaning to my life. Then you need to reassess your life.